and you've done such an amazing job of producing books, publishing books every year, outstanding books, not just, I'm just going to put something out, but really well thought out artist or creator driven work. And that's the big, big, big difference, is that the creators are involved in the process and you give a voice to so many people that, like you said, not necessarily just because they're black or brown, but because they have interesting things to say and a unique point of view. And we just
Yes.
aren't getting that from
I
mainstream.
think that was like the important. Well, what I tell people is like, I am very much pro us, whatever that tribe is, right? Because it's a tribe that has a certain through line of which you're a part, right? Like it's just like it has a certain through line that people
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily see if you put us all in one room, right?
Yeah.
But I was just like, but if it helps you to think about it, think of us as like anti-diversity, right? Because like diversity says we're people of color when we're like 93% of humanity, right? Like
Hmm.
there are like twice as many people in India as there are white people on the planet, right? But then they're always like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. And what diversity does is like it checks boxes off, right? It literally says that you are not an authentic whatever.
You're right.
But if you take away that and just go like, there's diversity in the world that is, and like, and we're trying to represent the world that is, all kinds of people have all kinds of interesting ideas and all kinds of levels of talent, and they're writing and drawing and pontificating about all kinds of things
Yes, exactly.
all around the world. So that's the kind of things that you're kind of looking for, right? It's just like these people are doing all kinds of, like, a tale of truths, right? Like, Barrett is a Korean Norwegian writer, and she wrote a fantasy about the birth of European science, right?
Yeah.
The box of bones, it's basically about killing white folks, right? Like it's just like you can, and like that end of the world is right is like Mormon fantasy or whatever, but it's really funny. Like, and so I'm not trying to go like, ooh, who don't we have now? Let me
Right.
get one of those. Like, it's not that. It's just like here is a work of art, right?
Yes.
And it is really good. It kind of fits into like what we're doing. It's just people, because like people can talk about whatever they want, and if you execute it in a way that really speaks to us, then we know ultimately it will speak to other people.
Exactly.
Like so we can't have stuff from like Mexico or Uganda or Ghana coming up, or South Africa, whatever it is, right? But it is sort of like a through line when you read it, no matter how differently it is. And it's literally that what you were saying, right? It's just like there's just a certain kind of like you're not really getting this. And that's
Hmm.
because people are checking boxes. And like when you look at these industries, they're from like a very rarefied air, right? It's just like mostly white, mostly from like, top 10, top 20 universities and stuff like that, of a certain class.
Mm.
So it's just sort of like you have like this really small pocket of people who don't really have um a lot of experience with other people.
Mm.
But
Exactly.
they get to define how other people, like, like none of us get to see ourselves when it comes to popular media, right? None of us get to see ourselves or other people except through the white mediated gaze. So like
Wow.
my thing is like if we're for us, then we don't need that gaze.
Exactly.
So then who's working in I was gonna say that milieu. Where,
Pinky
where
up. Pinky up.
where they're not concerned about the white mediated gaze. And that's kind of like what you're looking for, right? It's like people who aren't concerned about that.
For sure.
Because that's sort of like that's when the things that don't need to be explained.
Yeah, for sure.